Welcome to this IL-2 career mission. I am flying the La-11 today. This aircraft packs a punch and it is a whole lot of fun to fly, especially when you go chasing after US jets as they're trying to make ground attack runs. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in today's mission. On this particular multiplayer mission, there are various areas on the map which have tanks and other assets parked up in them. I am taking off from airfield K20. I'm going to head southeast and protect the tanks that we have parked up in this area here. I am flying in VR using a Pimax crystal light, and I have been super impressed so far with the situational awareness and spotting capability that I have experienced using this headset in this game. And I'm gonna need every pixel of the 2880 by 2880 per eye resolution panels in this headset for this mission to be able to spot aircraft flying in low to the ground. If you want to buy yourself a Pimax VR headset from the Pimax Store, check out the links in the video description and use my code DUNKS at the Pimax Store checkout for a 2% discount. I have reached the patrol zone. There's a road that you can see down there, and dotted along that road there are a few outposts which have vehicles or other assets on them. I am going to stay at Cloud Base and watch out for any enemy intruders. I've been tracking the road eastwards for a short while, and there we are. There's an aircraft low to the deck. It looks like a jet, and yes, that's a Sabre. That's where the high resolution image in the Pimax crystal light comes in handy. I have dived to try and engage, but he's a little bit too far away and I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him. I am pursuing this Sabre, but I think he's probably spotted me, so he's not making his attack run just yet. But there is another jet up there coming into my 12 o'clock position now, which looks like it is making an attack run. This is an F-84E, and he has just made a bomb drop on the outpost here. The Sabre that I was following before has come back in now to make an attack run. He's slowed right down, he's making a turn right in front of me, and this is my perfect opportunity to pounce. I've missed my initial shots there, that's a real shame, and I've almost collided with him, but I managed to get a couple of hits on target as I went past. I'm just keeping an eye on this Sabre because I'm not sure how many shots I got on target. He is low to the ground and it doesn't look like he's going anywhere fast, but I might need to put a few more shots in just to make sure. As I'm closing in, I think he has already bailed, so I'm going to peel off there and continue my patrol. Here's the replay of my initial attack, and you can hear his engine did die straight after that, so he is going down and the pilot is just making preparations to bail. After which I come in and make a few more holes in the aircraft, which then proceeds to burst into a big ball of flames. And now I have the F-84 in my sights. This is the aircraft that made a bomb drop on the outpost a short while ago. He's also slowed down to make a rocket attack, and he's given me the perfect opportunity to get onto his 6. made a bit of a meal of that. I don't think I connected with many shots at all, but it only takes a couple of rounds from these 23mm cannons to send the jets down, and that's exactly what's happened here. I got one hit on his tail section initially, which didn't seem to do anything. But as he turns right, I get a couple more hits on him, and that's enough to send him down. That's 2 jets so far. I've gone back up to cloud level to look for more targets, and it doesn't take long before another jet drops in. It is another Sabre. He's gone through and made his attack run. I am dropping in and closing. I've missed my shots. I didn't have enough lead there. I've not been very good on the guns today. He's gone evasive, and now this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I've managed to keep my energy, and I am closing back in, but just not close enough to get a shot on target there. And I think now his speed advantage will come into play. Just sending some shots down range to try and force some kind of pilot error, but I don't think this pilot is in the mood to make any mistakes. I'm going to break off there and head back to the patrol zone. I have slowed down to head back to the patrol zone to cool my engine, but the jet has come back in to make an attack. He's missed his shots, thankfully, but he's pulled up and he's got all of the energy advantage now. I'm doing my best to try and dodge his attacks, but it does feel like only a matter of time before his high yo-yos pay off. I'm going to pull up here and try and change the dynamic a little bit. I'm not quite co-out, he's still got an altitude advantage. I'm going to use some flaps and hold this altitude and see if there's any chance I can flip the tables here. My speed is really low now, of course, that's the gamble I've made here. If he is able to turn around and drop back onto me, I am in trouble, and that's exactly what he is doing now. Wow, that was insane, and I'm not quite sure how I've survived that. It looks like we both got a couple of hits on each other and we both survived. Amazing. After that jousting match, I think we're both a bit unsure what damage we've incurred and we've disengaged. I'm going to play it safe and head back to base. I'm pretty low on ammo now anyway. I've made it back to base and it seems like there's only superficial damage to my aircraft, so nothing to worry about. La-11 on final approach. Nice touchdown, mission complete. I've just gone past an IL-10 on the runway. I don't know how I didn't hit that. And there are my results, just the 2 jets destroyed, so I guess the 3rd jet that I tangled with made it back to base as well. Thanks for watching, see you next time.